lighting up the stat sheet. For a closer look at this emerging talent, let's turn to Steve Lyons.
Well, Matt, he has truly been impressive to watch over the last month or so. Perhaps one of the hottest players in the big leagues. And you know, he's definitely a good-looking young player, but I don't think anyone, including his own organization, expected him to do so well this early on. It's an exciting time for him right now, and if he keeps playing like this, or even close to it, he's definitely going to be making a name for himself very quickly around the league. Boy, I'm excited to see how he looks in this matchup.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. From one of the more hitter-friendly yards in the big leagues, a look at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the New York Mets and the Cincinnati Reds. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. And let's also get a brief look at our two starting pitchers as you see how they stack up right there. Brandon Phillips will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And reined in, one away. Ramon Santiago will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
He got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Well, you always want to avoid using a lot of energy in the early part of the game, and he's taking that to heart. 5 pitches and 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first.
And that's the pitch that's going to give a lot of guys trouble, not just the superstars. That is big-time break right there.
Number 53 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. We'll move to ending number 2 here in Cincinnati with no score. Jay Bruce will stand in for the first time now. We're going to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. Full count pitch home.
Give him your best stuff. Here we go.
And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Chris Heisey will get his.
Right here. Come on.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, that at-bat was all set up with that first pitch curveball. You wonder if he got it stuck in his head that he was going to wind up seeing it again because he was way late on that last fastball.
Todd Frazier will dig in, currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he cracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. And we are tied 0-0. Tom Seaver will take his cuts now. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
And anytime you send your pitcher up there with 2 away, you want him to at least give you a little bit of a battle up there. But he does way more than that. He singles here to turn the lineup over.
Eric Young Jr. will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Let her fly, kid. Let her fly. Let her rip. Let her rip.
Swing and a hard liner to center field. And now he has some trouble with it in center. Around third and being waved on home.
Relay!
And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside the park two-run home run.
And you could pretty much see this starting to set up out there right about when he hit first base. Remember, this guy can absolutely fly. So he just put his head down and he said, I ain't stopping. And he makes it all the way around to score for the inside the park home run.
Ryan Ludwig will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Brian Pena will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Come on, big guy.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, the reason he's having the success he's had so far comes down to one main reason: changing speeds effectively. And you saw it in evidence right there. That's what you got to do to be a big-time pitcher.
Matt Latos will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest.
This is where he likes to throw it, and it does.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Reds are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Back alongside Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as internet sensation Det Dude Brandon Phillips gets set to lead off the Cincinnati half of the inning. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
This is just one of those sequences where he says, until you prove that you can hit this pitch, I'm just going to keep throwing it. That's just curveball after curveball, and he just has no answer for it.
Ramon Santiago will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Right there, Murphy at second.
Go hard!
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Man, not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
As he watches one miss low, it's a ball and no strikes.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They trail things here 2-0. Jay Bruce will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top. Making a bid here to pick up their very first hit of the ball game. This might have been their best opportunity so far. You know, it's certainly hit hard enough, but he's got it in his sights out there in the outfield, and he's able to put it away and keep them out of the hit column.
Chris Heisey will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Todd Frazier will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Young is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Reds are down in order. They're down 2-0. Brian Ludwig will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati sixth.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Under it, Darno, and he's got it for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Brian Pena will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Action in the Mets. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone.
These guys, they've been out-hit by 5, but it's still only a 2-0 game. So despite the lack of offense, they're still very much in this ballgame.
First pitch coming. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Darno has a bead on it, and he's got it 2 down.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
So it's a runner at first. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line.
Heads up, whoa,
Dives, and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning? Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Ramon Santiago will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. So the count holds at 2-2.
Hey, one time, right now.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Joey Votto will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances.
This is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Base is empty, 2 gone now, and here's Jay Bruce.
Hey, need you right here, kid.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. 8th inning coming up. The Mets are out on top, 3-0. Chris Heisey will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Todd Frazier will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Ryan Ludwig will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound,
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Brian Pena will stand out in front of the curve that time, as this is in the air toward fairly deep right field. Granderson is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Zach Kozar will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. No one will get this one. Changed up on him there, but it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back from Cincinnati after this. And Phillips stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top three guys there down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
And he struck him out, so double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
Ramon Santiago will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they one strike. And with one out in the ninth, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ballgame. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases.
Here we go.
And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance. Joey Votto step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance of redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up out in front of the mound. Oh, and this drops in the infield. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, I've got to think this is a lack of communication right here. I don't know if he heard it, I got it, or what, but this should be an going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost out there.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game. And I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beaten. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach.
Chris Heisey will stand in now as their last shot. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge essentially from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top's player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.